In a forest filled with sunshine, where the trees whispered secrets to the wind, lived a rabbit named Hops. Hops loved to run. He was always full of energy and excitement. He would zoom between trees, darting left and right with incredible speed. He would hop over streams, making it look effortless and fun. Everyone knew how fast Hops could be. He was the fastest in the forest, and he loved the attention. Living in the same forest was a tortoise named Sheldon. Unlike Hops, Sheldon moved at a much slower pace. Sheldon was kind and gentle, always taking his time to enjoy the little things in life. He was also very slow, but he never minded it. Sheldon would walk a little bit each day, savoring every step he took. He never rushed, but he always kept going, knowing that every journey begins with a single step. Hops and Sheldon were the best of friends. Despite their differences, they shared a special bond. They loved to spend time together, exploring the forest and sharing stories, even though they were very different. Hops was quick and energetic, while Sheldon was calm and steady. Hops liked to tease Sheldon about being slow, but it was all in good fun.
Slow and steady wins the race, Hops, Sheldon would often remind his friend with a smile.
Slow and steady wins the race, Hops. Hops would laugh and reply, "We'll see about that, Sheldon."
One sunny afternoon, Hops had an idea.
Sheldon, let's have a race to the big oak tree.
The big oak tree was at the other end of the forest. It was a long way away. Sheldon thought about it. He knew he wasn't fast, but he liked a good challenge.
All right, Hops, let's race.
All the other animals in the forest came to watch. They were excited to see the race. Would Hops' speed help him win? Or would Sheldon's steady pace surprise everyone? The race began. Hops took off like a shot. He zoomed past the trees, leaving Sheldon far behind. Hops was so fast, he looked like a blur. Sheldon started slowly. He took one step at a time. He wasn't worried about Hops' lead. Sheldon knew he just had to keep moving. All the animals cheered for their friend. Some thought Hops would win for sure. Others thought Sheldon might surprise them. The race was on. Hops hopped and hopped, his little feet barely touching the ground as he sped through the meadow. He was far ahead of Sheldon, the tortoise, who was taking his time. Hops looked back and couldn't even see his friend Sheldon anywhere in sight.
I'm so fast, no one can catch up to me. I'm sure to win this race, there's no way Sheldon can beat me.
But all that running made him feel a little bit tired. The sun was shining brightly, and it felt warm and cozy. The warmth of the sun made him feel drowsy, and he found a nice shady tree to rest under. Hops decided to take a little nap, thinking it would only be for a few minutes.
I'll just rest for a few minutes. I have plenty of time to finish the race. I have plenty of time. Sheldon is so slow, there's no way he can catch up.
Hops curled up under the shady tree and fell fast asleep, dreaming of his victory. Meanwhile, Sheldon didn't see Hops napping. He was slowly but steadily making his way along the path. Sheldon hadn't stopped, not even for a moment. He kept moving forward, determined to finish the race. Sheldon kept walking. He walked past the babbling brook. He walked past the fields of beautiful flowers. He walked past the sleeping deer. Sheldon was slow, but he never stopped.
Slow and steady, slow and steady.
The sun moved higher in the sky. The finish line, the big oak tree, was getting closer. Sheldon was tired, but he kept going. Hops finally woke up from his nap. He yawned and stretched.
Oh, I'd better get going.
He hopped back onto the path and started running again. He looked ahead and was surprised. There, almost at the finish line, was Sheldon. Sheldon was slow, but he was so close to winning the race. Hops hopped as fast as he could, but it was too late. Sheldon crossed the finish line. He had won the race. All the animals cheered for Sheldon, the tortoise who had just achieved the unthinkable. They were so proud of him. His perseverance and determination had paid off. Hops the rabbit ran up to Sheldon and gave him a big hug, his eyes filled with admiration.
Congratulations, Sheldon. You won. You really did it.
Slow and steady wins the race, Hops. It's not always about speed.
Hops realized that Sheldon was right. It was a moment of clarity for him. It didn't matter how fast you were if you didn't keep going. Consistency was key. Sheldon's determination and steady pace helped him win. He never gave up, no matter how tough it got. Hops learned a valuable lesson that day. He understood the importance of persistence and patience. Sometimes, slow and steady really does win the race. It's not just a saying, it's a truth. From that day on, Hops and Sheldon continued to be the best of friends. Their bond grew even stronger. They raced many more times, but Hops never underestimated Sheldon again. He respected his friend's tenacity, and they both lived happily ever after in the forest filled with sunshine, always supporting each other.